Record. So for anybody who's not able to join the live sessions, I always share the recording so you can catch up in your own time. Each month we join in this way, and there's a slightly different theme for the month. And we're starting February with the theme of clarity, seeking clarity, finding direction, and maybe setting an intention around that. So, the format of today is that we will dive straight into some wild writing, and then I will share a couple of journaling prompts around this theme of clarity and unstuckness and moving towards direction. And there's absolutely no pressure on you to do or be a certain way or write any particular thing. This is your time, your space. So just go with your intuition of whatever comes up for you today. And of course, if you would love to share anything in the chat, would always welcome that. Just being aware that we are recording and there are other people in the room with us today. Only share what you would like to share. But it's really nice to be able to hear other people's reflections, as it can help us deepen our own reflections on ourselves or on our writing. I'm going to invite us in for 5 minutes of some freestyle wild writing here. So this is a writing journaling practice where there's no rules, no prompts, no structures. You're simply writing a stream of consciousness onto the page. It's great for, kind of like clearing the way, getting out what's lingering from overnight or that already might be distracting you that's come up this morning. As we pick up our phones, as we start to have conversations, and we start to look at the to-do lists, we get this sort of like baggage that we start carrying around into the day. So I love this wild writing as a way of just kind of putting that bag down for a while and just putting it on the page. Don't need to carry it all. So I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. This is for your eyes only. There's no rules. Don't worry about grammar or spelling or anything like that. And if you're not sure what to write to start with, so often I write with, I don't know what to write today. Hmm. And then see where the pen goes from there. So settle yourself in, and I'll see you in 5 minutes. Just welcoming you gently back when you come to a natural conclusion of that part of the writing. And sometimes the words just tumble out onto the page, and you feel that you can't write fast enough and you can't keep up. And sometimes maybe they don't come so freely, and that's all brilliant and that's all welcome. Sometimes maybe it is just a word or a phrase or a sense. Maybe sometimes it's a list, a to-do list or a not to-do list. And how did you find that today? I definitely had a tumble. It was just like, oh, quick. And that can sometimes be a reflection of what's going on in the mind. Busy mind, lots wanting to come out, lots wanting to be heard and seen. And sometimes if we're not feeling heard and seen in our relationships or our interactions, this is a really nice way of seeing and hearing yourself. Mm. Noticing yourself, being there for yourself. I really love this as a way to start the day. I always say that it's just that real offload enables me to get a little bit more present, see through the fog, see through the fullness, the busyness of the mind. But it's also really lovely to have some prompts sometimes. And so this month, I've got 3 prompts to offer you around clarity, setting, seeking direction, making intentional promises to yourself. And so you may have something that you're pondering at the moment. You might have a decision that feels very current. Um, you might be weighing up things, or you felt a little bit in limbo recently about something. You may not. That may not be where you're at the moment. Um, so with these prompts, do what feels right for you. I'll offer 3, and then if you don't feel like writing about one and you want to carry on um, with the one previously, then you do what you feel called to do. So the first one I'd like to share with you today is, what does clarity feel like for you? Maybe that's a feeling in your body, in your mind. And you may connect with a time when you felt clarity in the past, and take yourself back to that moment to really get into what did that feel like at that point in time. So what does clarity feel like to you? And Francis, you're right. I do usually share slides, but I have decided to lighten my load this year and not do so many slides. But if that is a problem for anyone and you prefer the slides, then do let me know. Would love that feedback from you all. So, what does clarity feel like for you? And we'll come back in a minute or so. stay with that one if you're in your flow. Alternatively, second prompt is what feels unclear or noisy in your life right now? What feels unclear or noisy in your life right now? And then finally, if you fully trusted yourself, your intuition, that gut feeling, what would you be choosing to focus your attention and your energy on this month ahead? bringing you back as and when you feel ready. And you might want to note what gentle intention would help keep you focused on that final prompt there. Gentle intention for yourself would keep you focused on that which you choose to focus on. Always, I'd love to hear any reflections in the chat as we start to think about closing this session and closing our practice. If you've got more time, it's always nice to continue a little bit, maybe some more free writing. Perhaps you enjoyed the prompts versus over the wild writing this month, or perhaps it was the other way around for you. Perhaps it was a nice combination. And if you'd like to share your intention, that would be really lovely. Mine is I'm intending to nourish my intuition this month. So I just share that for that little bit of accountability. And this is lovely to see some of the comments in the chat here. Thank you very much for being here. If this is your first time, gentle intention is one step at a time. Perfect. Intention is to do one thing each day that nourishes you. I love that. Janine, yeah, that's so lovely, isn't it? We never know where the writing is going to take us and what's going to come up for us. So that's a beautiful to continue to lean into the quiet, the calm, and emerge gentle into spring with peace. Mm. I wish we could stay here that little bit longer together. What a lovely space. I hope you can take a little bit of this peace, this intention, this calm with you into whatever's coming up for you for the rest of the day. Know that your journaling is always there for you. Your journaling, it's always that space that you can return to with no judgments and no kind of demands on you. If anybody would like to come back next month, we are on the 2nd of March, I think. And in the follow-up email that you'll receive after this, you'll receive the recording and there'll be links to join that session as well. So wishing you a wonderful rest of your week. And I hope to see you very soon in this journaling space. Thank you all so much for being here. Take care. Bye.